Hello. Today we are very privileged because we have, for you viewers, in the building, Javed Abidi, who fought for rights for disabled people in India.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here today.
Mr. Abidi, it is an honor to talk to you. I've followed your story for a long time.
Thank you, it's been a long, hard run.
Well, why don't you start from the beginning?
Of course, I haven't always been in this chair. I was diagnosed with spina bifida, which is when vertebrae mings or skin fails to form at the base of the spinal cord, leaving nerve tissue unprotected. If the condition is caught early enough, surgery can be done to prevent the condition from worsening, but it went untreated for years, and it led me to being in this chair.
Well, did anyone work with you on the serious problem occurring in India?
Yes, I worked with the National Center for the Promotion of Employment for Disabled People. Our short form is NCPEDP. I was the executive head of the organization.
Well, Mr. Abidi, we have a small news clip of when you were protesting to get the bill passed for the rights for the disabled people. Let's show it now.
I'm here with Javed Abidi, who is protesting the government for the rights of the disabled here in India. Javed Abidi, how is the reception from the protest affecting the government?
Well, I hope to hear from them soon. I talked with the opposition leaders and said, this is a non-political bill. It's for all Indians. The opposition leader agreed, and we all went home and waited anxiously for the Parliament's decision.
So the bill did get passed.
In 1995, the bill was passed. It was a miracle.
What else did you do?
I did a lot of other things as well. I started a job placement program for companies to have at least 5% of their employees be people with disabilities.
Did that work out?
When it was actually surveyed, we were all shocked that next to no progress had been done. However, we worked hard, and after much campaigning, statistics improved largely.
Now, I heard that you had a run-in with Indian Airlines that enabled you to push for more rights for the disabled.
Yes, because I normally sit by the door in the airplane, but in this instant, a flight attendant asked me to move. I agreed, but only if an aisle chair was used. Unfortunately, they did not have aisle chairs. This is a contradiction of the Bill of Rights for the disabled because all public transit should be accessible to people with disabilities.
What did you do?
After much arguing, I finally moved, but afterwards, I sued Indian Airlines, the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and the Ministry of Welfare for rejecting the bill.
What was the verdict?
It was in my favor on all counts. The fallout was that the Indian government, all the state governments, and union territories were required to indicate the steps they were taking to implement the Disability Act, and Indian Airlines agreed to provide aisle chairs, and ambulances.
What a great victory! Now, tell me about the Indian census of 2001.
I suggested to the Census Committee that we could be of great help to them in counting the number of disabled people. They said that they were not going to include the category.
That's horrible! What did you do?
Well, outraged, we fought hard against them, and eventually they gave in and included disabled people.
Tell me about the time Hawking was due to visit India.
Stephen Hawking, the renowned physicist. When I heard he was coming, I knew it was an opportunity. There was very little access for wheelchairs in India, and I used him coming as a reason for the ramps to be built everywhere. Hawking came and expressed a desire for the ramps to stay, even after he left. Of course, when we visited the ramps locations after, many of them had been removed. We fought, and they were eventually reinstalled permanently this time.
This is all remarkable. Any other feats?
A few. We enabled all polling stations to be fitted with ramps, so wheelchair-bound people could vote. Almost all public locations are now accessible to disabled people. In fact, by 2020, every single school, college, and university will be disabled-friendly, along with every dormitory, library, and laboratory.
Mr. Abidi, you have just made polling stations along with schools accessible to everyone with a disability. How are you feeling at this moment?
It is a great feeling. I'm so happy to see this much progress being made today.